welcome to Legacy IAS. Today we are going to solve this question from CSAT 2020. Okay, first I'll solve it like I would do, which will be very fast. Okay, then after that we'll learn all the underlying concepts that are needed by you to solve in the same manner. Okay, so see what the question says. The recurring decimal representation of 1.272727 is equivalent to what? Simple question. See how I will do it. See, 1.272727 is actually 1.27 bar. Now what I can simply do is I can write it as 1 plus 0.27 bar. Now 0.27 bar I can write as 27 by 99. So this becomes 99. Now 99 plus 27 is 126. Now I can divide it by 9, both up and down. So 126 goes 14 times and 99 goes 11 times. So your answer will be 14 by 11. Okay, it became very short and can be solved within a matter of few seconds. But before you can solve like this, you must understand the concepts that are required in it. Okay, so let's get started with the concepts. Now, first concept that you need to understand is something called bar representation. Okay, see, whenever any number or group of numbers gets repeated after the decimal, how we can write it is 0.33333. Instead, what we can write it 0.3 bar, because which number is getting repeated? 3. So you write 0.3 bar. That means anything you add bar to it, it means bar in Hindi. So you just write it 333 multiple times or infinite times. Similarly, if I were to write this in bar form, so understand here, if you see 1 is not getting repeated, only 42 is getting, or 42 is getting repeated. So how we will write in this in bar form? 0.142 bar, because which is coming bar, or which is repeating itself, it's only 42. So this means 0.1, so 1 will be as it is, then 42. This is represented, this is written also here, correct? So this is first of all bar representation. We put a bar over numbers after decimal which are repeated several times. Understood? Simple? Okay. Then second concept that you need. First, here what we will do, now we would want to write all these numbers with bar in PYQ form. This is our question. Can you see? This is a number with a bar written in a different way. Okay, now it is asked what it is equivalent to. So that means we want it in PYQ form. So let's first understand how we do it mathematically. Okay, like the real long process. Okay, after that we'll see a trick by which we can do it very quickly, like I did. Okay, so first let's understand the concept. Let's say there is a number x is equal to 0.1494949 like this. So how can I write this? Just now you learned, I can write it like 0.149 bar. Correct? Because only 49 is getting repeated. Now understand how we solve it. See, we want that after decimal we have only numbers with bar. Okay, you will understand why we are doing this. So first, how can we make sure that only numbers having bar are after the decimal? What you can do? You can multiply this whole equation by 10. If you multiply this by 10, then what will happen? It will become 10x is equal to what? 1 will go here, the decimal will shift one place when you multiply it by 10. So it will become 1.494949. Correct? Just one gets shifted here, 1.494949, which can be written as 1.49 bar. Simple. Can you see it? From here you can see just one got shifted here and 494949 repeated. So I write it here like 1.49 bar. Simple. Okay. Then see, now what I do again, what I want that there should only be numbers with bar here. Now if I multiply this with, let's say, 100, what I'll get? I'll get something like 14.949494. Now this is not becoming 49 like we have in the question as well as here. Okay, so this we can't have. So that is why we are not taking 100x is equals to this. This is not useful to us. What we want here, we want that after decimal we have 49 bar only. Correct? This is what we want. Why we want that? That you get to see. Okay? So we reject 100, not 100x. 10x was working good. Now we find another one. Let's say this. If we multiply it by, let's say, 1000. Now 1000x will be what? 1000x will be what? See, the decimal will shift 3 places, correct? Because we are multiplying it by 1000. So 1, 2, 3 places it will shift. Now, what it will become? It will become 149, correct? 0.494949 and it goes up. Correct? So this can be written as what? This can be written as 149.49 bar. Can you see this? Can you see this clearly? This can be written as 149.49 bar. Now see the magic. Why we were doing like this. Now what you can do, you can just subtract these two equations. You just subtract these two equations. What will happen when we subtract these two? Understand. When we subtract these two, what we will get? See, dealing with 49 bar is difficult. Once we get rid of the bar, then we can easily write it in P by Q form. So that is why we made multiplications in such a way that now we have only 49 bar on the other side of decimal. Now you simply subtract these equations. Okay, so 1000x minus 10x, what it will be? It will be 990x. Correct? Now 149.49 bar minus 1.49 bar. Now can you see 49 bar and 49 bar? We can have it as 0. Correct? Understand, like if it was written as, let's say, 1.333 and let's say 11.11 and 1.333. So you could subtract it, right? You can see that 333 minus 333. So this will be 0 and 11 minus 1 would be 10. Now even if you increase 3, if the same number is written up and down, that will always come out to be 0. Correct? So that is why we multiplied it in such a way that we had only 49 bar here. Now we can simply subtract it. Here what we will get? 0, 0. Okay. Here what we will get? 149 minus 1. This will be 148. Correct? So we got 148. Now we can write it here. This way, that 990x is equals to 148. Now what's good about it? Now we can simply, what we were asked to find, we were asked to find x in P by Q form. X was equal to this. Now we had to write it in P by Q form. This was the question. Correct? How to write numbers with bar in P by Q form. So Yeah. Now, so x is equal to 148 by 990. 990 is in multiplication here, there it goes in divide. Now we have got x in p by q form. That is what we wanted. This was a number with a bar and we have reduced it to p by q form. This is what we wanted to do. Understood? See, in this question also, this is a number with a bar and we have to find what is it equivalent to. That is in p by q form. So, we did this for this number. Okay, so you got the process. Okay, any number you get, you can see that you have to multiply it by 10 or 1000 or 100. What you want is after decimal only bar numbers, so that same bar numbers, so that we can cancel it out. Simple logic. Okay, but instead of doing all this every time, we have a trick. Understood? We have a trick by which we can do it much faster. So let's learn the trick. See, when you look at all these steps, it may seem daunting to you, but once you do 2-3 problems like this, it will become very normal and habitual for you to do. See what you need to do. First, let's say we are finding for the same number. What was the number? 0.149. Okay. So let's say the number is 0.149 bar. That number only, 0.149 bar. What is the step 1? Step 1 is separate the number after decimal. After decimal, what is the number? Forget the bar, forget the bar. Just say me what is the number. So it is 149. That's it. Nothing till now. It is 0 point something and we have to just separate number after decimal. So 149 I did. Then what you do? You subtract this number with non-bar number. Okay. You subtract this number with non-bar number after the decimal. Okay. After decimal. This bar number, non-bar number, everything we will do for numbers after the decimal only. Before the decimal we are not worried. Okay. So subtract this number with non-bar number. Okay. So 149 is there, this number. Now you subtract what from it? The numbers which do not have bar over them. So which number after decimal does not have bar with it? 1 does not have any bar over it. So you subtract what from this? You subtract 1. What you get? You get 148. What it says? This becomes our numerator. So in our p by q form, this one will become what? Our numerator. Correct? Then, now what do we need next? Denominator, because we have to write it in p by q form. How we find the denominator? Simple. Count how many numbers are under bar. Again, after decimal only you see. Count how many numbers are under bar. How many numbers are under bar? 4 is under bar, 9 is under bar. Correct? How many numbers are after bar? 2. First you write this much only. Then count how many numbers are not under bar after decimal. How many numbers are not under bar after decimal? So this one is not under bar after decimal. Correct? This is not under bar. So how many such numbers are there? Only 1. Correct? Just the counting you need. Not the numbers 4, 9, 1. Not this. How many numbers are under bar? 4 and 9. So that is 1 and 2. How many numbers are not under bar? Only 1. So you write 1. Now, whatever the number of numbers which are under bar, that many times you add 9. So for denominator, what you will do? How many numbers are with bar? Only 2. So you write 9 2 times. Then after that, how many numbers are with bar, without bar? After decimal, only 1. So you add 0 for them. And it becomes 990. Okay, follow this order only. So first you count numbers which have bar over it, so count them, that many times 9 will come. Then you count how many numbers do not have bar over it, that many times 0 will come. That's it. If you read it once, you will get it settled in your head. Count how many numbers are under bar, then that many times you write 9. Then you count how many numbers are not under bar, that many times you have 0. This becomes your what? This becomes your denominator. Now you just combine both of them and you get the P by Q form. This is what you needed, numerator and denominator. You have gotten both. So what it becomes? Numerator is 148 and denominator is 990. Simple. Same answer you got that you were getting here. 148 by 990. Same thing you got here also. 148 by 990. Okay. It may seem a bit tricky at first, but we will do few more examples. You will get it like orally. Nothing you will have to do. This much you got? Okay. Let's move forward. Let's do some more questions. So now see. 0.37 bar. Okay. What we did? First, number after decimal, that we separated. Without bar, nothing. 37 minus numbers after decimal that do not have bar. Is there any number like that? No. So just 0 upon how many numbers have bar over them? 1 and 2. So write 2 nines. So 9, 9. How many numbers after decimal have no bar over them? There is no such number. Correct? So just ignore it. If there were such number, like let's say 1 number, then you add 1 0. If there were 2 such numbers without bar, you will add 2 0. But here there is no such number, so you don't add anything. What this becomes? This becomes 37 by 90. Simple. Much simpler. Instead of all that multiplication. Similarly, you do here also. First you separate this 3, 4, 5. So write here 3, 4, 5. Now subtract the number which does not have bar over it. So which is that number? 3. So just subtract 3 upon. Upon what you do? Now you count numbers which have bar over them. So 1, 2. How many 9s would be there? 1, 2. Because 2 numbers are with bar. Now, how many numbers are without bar? Only 1. So how many zeros we will have? Only 1. So add 1 0. What it becomes? 342 by 990. Of course, they can be simplified. That's fine. Understood? Simple. 345 minus 3 on 990. Directly you can write. In fact, if you see, for all numbers written like this, you can get it directly wherever the bar is. Like here we have bar over all numbers, here we have bar over some numbers. In every way, what you can do, same process, separate this number, whatever is after the decimal, then you subtract from it the numbers after decimal which do not have bar over them. Then you divide it by number of bar numbers, that times 9, and number of non-bar numbers, that times 0. That's it. Simple. Okay. Understood this much? Now let's get back to our main question and see. Now see what I was doing. See, in our whole process, what we were dealing with? We were dealing with, if you see, numbers which are 0 point something, 0 point something, 0 point something, 0 point something, 0 point something. But in this question, what has been asked? The number is of the form of 1 point something. Correct? It is 1 point something. Correct? It's 1 point something kind of number. But what we learned? We learned for 0 point something. Now what to do? It's very simple. This first remove R. Let's say it is written like this. So 27, 27, 27. It is written. Now can I not write it like this? 1 plus 0.272727 and goes on like this. Correct? You can always write a number like this. So if it was 2 point this, so I would write 2 plus 0.000.27272727. Simple. So first you do this. Now this can be written as 1 plus 0.27 bar. Simple. 1 plus 0.27 bar. Now let 1 be there only. 0.27 bar, how you would write? We have learned the process now. What you will do? First you start with numbers that are after decimal. What are the numbers? 2, 7. Now you subtract all the numbers after 0 which do not have bar over them. Is there any such number? No. So minus 0 upon number of numbers that have bar over them after decimal. So 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 nines. Number of numbers which do not have bar over them after decimal only, we always see. After decimal only. Is there any number such that? No. No such number. So leave it as it is. What you get is eventually 1 plus 27 by 99. Correct? Now you can cancel it just now. How you will cancel it? Or just plus 99 plus 27 will make 126 by 99. Correct? Now, can you see them having any common factor? See, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. So both are divisible by 9. Also, if you have done some hard work in life, you remember the table of 14. So this is what? This is 14 nines are. Correct? 14 nines are 126. 14 tens are 140. So this is 14, and how many times 99 will go by 9? 11. So final answer will become 14 by 11. Tightly. Understood? Simple. All you needed to do was this. So just by seeing 1 plus 0.2727 or 1 plus 0.27 bar, I know because I have seen in this number 0.37 bar. Usually what will happen, if all numbers have bar, what will happen? We will just write the number here, and upon how many numbers are there after decimal, that many nines will come. Okay? Understood? Like if similarly I were to write 0.362 bar, what will happen? Again 362 minus no numbers which do not have bar over them, so 0. Now number of numbers with bar over them, so 1, 2, 3. So when all numbers have bar over them, you can just by counting, just write below them that many nines. That's why just by seeing this, I knew it will be 27 by 99. Then I just had to do 1 plus 27 by 99. All this can be done in my head. This only I would write 1 by 27 by 99. That is 126 by 99. This I will cancel and get to the answer. Simple. Got the whole process? Just remember this whole process, and you can do it for any number. For practice, what you will do? For practice, what you can do? Just simply do what? Take any number, any random number. 0.1484. Let's take this. 0.1484. 84 has bar over it. That means 848484. You just calculate it in PYQ form. Just calculate in PYQ form. Put it in calculator. You should be getting 1.0.148484848484. If the calculator says like that, that means your PYQ form is correct. So you can have any number of questions like these yourself. Anywhere you write a number, draw a bar anywhere, and just practice. Okay? Once you get a hold of it, these questions don't take more than 5-10 seconds. But only when you know all these concepts. That's it for this lecture. Thank you.